now, so I think we're all good. I think we're going live. I think we're going strong right now.
Me and you.
Me and you.
Strong fellas.
I won't go that far. Well, me. I just wanted to be kind to you, man. Pussy fella.
Only one of us is fucking lifting lately, mate.
You think I lifted myself every fucking day?
Back to this again. God, you
Back to
never
this.
stop going on about your own feelings, man. Just keep them to yourself.
My feelings. Like I gotta scrape you off the fucking floor emotionally every bastard day.
Every week. Every pre-record.
Yeah. Trying to kick you up the arse.
What have you been up to, man?
Just work, being stressful as fuck. And just surviving, to be honest. Not even like living, just fucking surviving, it seems.
Just hanging on. Man on a ledge.
It does seem that way, yeah. I'll be saying man on a ledge.
Yeah, man, same, to be fair. Just fucking getting by. Scraping along.
Yeah, but you've been putting shit into like your YouTube channel that way, to be fair.
A lot of thought, yeah. I've not put anything into practice yet, but it's been a bit of a distraction. Then it just becomes like, fuck, I want to get that done now. Like I said before, it's like it's always new things on the list, but rushing them through, and then when they're done, it's like, fuck, what's next?
When do you think you're gonna put it into practice?
I've got the name, new logo, and everything. I got some plans in place. I just got to get out and shoot some video. So I'm just waiting for people to become free, because I want to do the first one on my car. So I need like an extra car and a camera person. I'm looking at these mics as well on Amazon, these DJI mics, so I can step up the audio quality. But hopefully
What
within
does that do?
just mics, like rather than use the phone mic. So I can be like, I can have the camera like 20 feet away, but just go and stand by the car, and I can still just speak directly into the phone. Because like, if you're more than like 6 foot away from the phone, you just can't hear. So it's just a clip-on mic on my shirt.
Oh, I've seen those, yeah. Kind of like a lapel, but it's like a little fluffy fucking thing on your collar.
Yeah. It's like the little windbreaker.
How much do they cost?
I'm looking at the kit with like 2 windbreakers, 2 mics, 1 like receiver or transmitter, and then like a charging case. So it's like 100 quid if you get the full whack.
That's way less than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be fucking expensive, man.
Now you can get in for like 40 quid if you just get 1 mic and just the 1 receiver, but there's no charging case, no wind.
Is that when it like goes under your shirt? There's like a little magnet that clicks in.
And they're really good quality as well.
Does it? Yeah, I watch videos, I'll use it, and I think that's good just coming from that mic. Like it actually sounds pretty good.
And this is like the transmitter's just straight into your phone, and then the 2 mics are the receivers. So just put them on, and then someone else can have one as well, or you can have one like inside the engine bay or something, so you can hear the exhaust and like the engine noise. That's the kind of stuff I want to start doing. So I'm just, because the camera quality is there, I just want to get the audio quality there, because it's all one package, ain't it? So
yeah, like this. If we had cam quality, but we sounded shit here.
Yeah,
you want it all as one, don't you? One, and if you're 2 one way, the other one sticks out a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. And my videos so far have just been like proper basic, just slap a camera down and just get on with it, and it's worked so far, but I want to step it to more quality and like kind of cinematic. So I want everything to be like crisp, and just take a few days to edit one video, like sort of thing, and just get it where I want it.
Yeah, well, you said you ain't put anything to practice yet, but like, when do you think that you will? Obviously you'll get the mic and that, but like, do you have any idea of what you're going to do for like first thing that you do?
Yeah, so I've kind of been doing what I do in most things, and just obsess over stuff like on YouTube first. So I've just been watching loads of how to record from the best angles, like how to set up, how to get the best audio, how to edit. Just been like focusing on that, and then can put it into practice. But yeah, I just want to do a feature on my own car first. So because I've done like 30 videos on the car modding it, but I've not done like an overall finished product. Like here's everything
like, this
I've
is
done.
where it's at now.
Yeah, so I want to kind of get the car, do a little cinematic intro, like just nice shots and audio, and then pull up somewhere nice and just do like a 360 around the car, talk about everything I've done, and then just back into some driving shots and some cinematic shit. And then I got a friend that whose car I want to feature as well.
Hmm.
So that'll be like a second feature on there, and then I kind of want to advertise that I want to do other people's. And I've someone at a car show the other day has got like a nice fucking EK Civic, and he's put like thousands into it. He's like keen to be on as well. He's got a really nice car as well, so that'll kind of spread me into like the Honda scene a bit as well. So be nice to collaborate and spread like that.
Yeah, I know fuck all about cars, so I have no idea what works and what don't. But like you said, you've been obsessing watching YouTube videos and how to edit and color grade and all that shit. But have you put any into practice to test and like you see the results of like, oh shit, like I'm actually doing it, like I've been watching?
No, not yet. No, I need to just grab the gimbal. I kind of want to get the mics first so I can test that alongside it, but get the gimbal, get a car out, just go shoot some different shots, come back and edit it just for practice. I need to give that a shot, to be fair.
What about like, so you got your own YouTube channel. What about like what's a dream video for you to make? Like any location, any car, like no budget, no nothing is restricting you. Like what's something that's a dream for you to make for your own channel?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe just hosting my own meet and just having loads of people there, and like just people that watch the videos or are just interested in the same kind of cars, and just have a big mix of like Japanese cars and just talk to a few people. But
In Japan.
Well, that'd be like dream.
Well, that's what I said. There's no restrictions. There's no anything like the exact video that you'd love to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in that case, then just fucking get my car in Japan and just drive it around there and show the locals, see what they fucking think.
Do you think they'd care?
To be fair, when I was there, because I did that drive up the mountain and stuff, and they're all into cars, but I was showing like the lead car driver, like my Micra, on like pictures on my phone, and he loved it, man. He was like proper into it because I just love little quirky machines.
How polite do you reckon he's been, or do you think he was like, "Yo, this
99%."
Because you know when people show pictures of like their babies on your phone, you're like, ugh. Like,
you're just like,
yeah, he's really good, yeah. Oh yeah, he's cute, and then you're like, fucking hell, show me your kid.
No, but to be fair, like he was like probing me, like, oh, what engine is that? Like, oh, that's got this much power, and like, how popular is it in the UK and stuff? Like, he was keen.
Yeah, it'd be cool to just drive around Japan. Like when I was there, obviously I don't drive, so like, let alone driving around Japan, even as like with friends and things, because getting the train and stuff, it's fine and it's cheap and it's quick and easy. But actually driving around Japan must be like that'd be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, it was special for me because it was like in a special car. It was like in a legendary car, like Hakosuka, the original Skyline, and then it was in Japan, which like it's like two dreams collided. I could see Mount Fuji. There was just mist coming through the mountains. There was like there was a 34 and a GTR as well. And like I just took a step back, man, and I like started tearing up. I was like, I can't fucking believe we're doing this. Like, this is crazy.
It's weird to me because I'll never give a fuck about cars. When we was in school, people used to love cars, used to love motorbikes. It's just nothing I've ever really been interested in. But for you, you've always been like obsessed by them. And like early on, I used to think it was like not weird, but like a strong obsession. Like I think I even said to you once, like those shows in like TLC, like £600 man and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, man, I can just see you like on one of them that has just married your car and
yeah. Like Amy has said to me before, like when I've just been like years ago, but I was like just browsing marketplace and just looking at cars, and she'd be like, oh man, I need to go and buy that. Like, I want to badly drive that.
Yeah, that's your version of like porn, isn't it? That?
She's like, you're actually addicted to cars. I was like, I know, I just love them, man. They're just like machines, man. They're just friends that don't fucking chat back. You know what I mean? They're just there with you, and they're just there through adventures. They got personalities, man.
So when you're having an argument with Amy, and you're like, "Fucking, I'm sick of her chatting back," is that when you start scrolling for cars? Like, yo, I want someone that you don't fucking talk
just
back.
Basically on Tinder, like.
yeah. I have like obsessions with things. So I understand that if you feel the same way that I feel about them with your thing, I get it. But to me, when I just see a car. I can understand nice looking cars, and the cars I'm like, oh yeah, and like when you hear it in the street, like the engine, like, like the rumble, you are like, oh fucking hell, like it does something to you. But I've never just gave a fuck about cars, man. I don't care what car it is that I drive or anything. Like it just don't bother me as long as they work. It's convenience
Yeah.
rather than aesthetics.
No, I get it, to be fair. And like, obviously, it came from our dad and his dad before him, but it was more just we're into cars. But like, my own kind of path that I took was just, it's just like a little mate, man. It's got its own personality. It's got a little face. Like, it just comes with you everywhere to all your little fucking like memories that you make. Like, I can just, we'll talk sometimes and we'll say like, oh, what year did we do that in again? And I'll just think, what car was he in that day? Oh, it's that one. Yeah, it's like 2016. Like, I can just link a car to a memory always.
I know you have had loads of cars to be fair. Maybe it's because I don't drive, so I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Maybe when I drive, I'm like, I get it, but
I don't know.
yeah,
I think like a regular person that ain't into cars can have a car for a while and think like, oh, fucking, I took that car to this wedding, or like I nearly had a crash, or fucking this is what I was driving when I got fucking diagnosed with this, or like, and then you just think
oh yeah, 2016, that was a bad year. The cancer car.
yeah, but now like it just links it. Like, you just think, man, I've been through a lot with this car. You know what I mean? Or if you
Yeah,
just travel far in it, like we went to fucking when we drove to like Italy and stuff. It's like, man, this car's seen all this shit I have.
yeah, yeah. I understand that, but yeah, I understand like that aspect of it, but I don't. So when we were in high school and kids just were obsessed with like motorbikes and like scrammy bikes and that type of stuff, and I didn't get it. Like, but I'm not really like a dude that likes to do things manually. Like, I don't. I like the idea of figuring out how an engine works in terms of like the scientific things that go into it to be like, oh, the pistons have to do this and that. Like, I understand the engineering behind it, which is cool, but I don't want to get my hands all oily and be touching all that shit, man. I'd just pay someone to do that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck about doing any of that shit.
and I think that those side of people are more like into the mechanics and the noise and stuff. But like, I'm into all that, but it's more just emotional, man. It's like an overall package. You know what I mean? It's more of a little fucking companion than like just a machine. But to be fair, as I've got a bit older, it's slowly moved towards just the memories that that car can create as well. Like this one, like it's the smallest fucking cheapest car I've had, but like it's just the best car I've ever had, man. And I've had some expensive shit. You know what I mean? I've had some fast stuff. I've had some cool stuff. But like, just this one, it just reignited some old friendships and like created loads of new ones, and just different memories and experiments and just fucking just opportunities and that. So it's like
Mm,
it's like we said before, you can kind of link a time of your life to like an old game where like it wasn't so much playing the game, but it was just the times you were in when that game was
yeah,
present. So like Modern Warfare 2 for us, like, is that an amazing game? Like, it was fun, but it's more a callback to like we were just in high school and there were no fucking stresses.
yeah. No responsibilities. I think. In moments like that, for sure, it's being more free, and you equate it to better times because you had less stress and responsibilities and stuff. But also, I do think like there's something to those. Like, if you look at say Modern Warfare 2 now, for example, it's kind of bare bones compared to maybe other games out there. But for the time also, it was great. Like, it's easy to look back at it and go, was it that great of a game? Because it's problems. But like if you look at what it was doing when it was doing it, like I think it's a good combination of both of like it being a great thing at the time and us being in like, almost kids while
Yeah,
doing it.
it was definitely like the obviously not that game specifically. It was just an example, but to actually talk about it, like, it was a good fucking game. Like, kill streaks changed and all the perks and everything. Like, it did a lot of shit, man.
Where are your like gaming milestones that you look back at fondly? Like, I know the early CODs were definitely ones for me. Like, they were just amazing. I spent
Yeah.
hours and hours on them. I know you did too. But like, what are your like milestones when you look back and you're like, that was good for that time. I love that time. I'd love to go back to there. You know what I mean? Like, what are those?
Yeah. I got vivid memories of like my dad getting a Nintendo 64 for the first time, and just I remember the house we were in and everything, but I don't think I'd remember it if I didn't remember the game. But like I remember the whole living room, the TV setup and everything, and just watching my dad play Mario 64 just for hours when he first got it, and just thinking like, man, because I was brought up on like SNES and PS1, so it was all side scrolling. But like
Yeah.
to see him play Mario 64 like 3D behind the character was just fucking amazing, man. I was just so desperate to like have a go on it. And then so yeah, I remember that was like a good milestone. And then San Andreas, stuff like that. But I think getting PS3 as well and getting like fucking Uncharted, man, like Uncharted 1. Like, geez, that's like a full cinematic experience of a game, man. Like, that's a proper movie
It's like a
game.
playable movie, weren't it, when it first came out?
Yeah, and like Little Big Planet and stuff like that on that console. But then, like, kind of rekindling with you and just jumping online games like COD and stuff. And I'd never played shooters, and you were like, "Yo, just come on this with us." And then I
Yeah.
got it, and I was like, "Man, this is fucking insane!" Like, there's just like 12 people in one game, and just all individual online people. And it just
Yeah.
there was a little community there. Like, you had a fucking clan and everything, and it was the same people jumped on every day and just smashed. And then yeah, Modern Warfare 2 for me, because that was my first new COD that I got on launch, because I joined you
Yeah,
on.
because you come World at War like maybe halfway through its life cycle, didn't you?
Yeah. So like I was fucking frothing for like Modern Warfare 2 because it was going to be the new fresh one.
And it weren't like World War Two. It was actually modern and stuff. So it's,
Yeah.
some people didn't like the World War Two aspect.
Yeah. And then there's been a lot of games along the way from there, like more Uncharted and stuff like that. But I'd say probably the latest generation with like God of War and stuff like that, like God of War and Ghost and like Wukong and stuff. That's where it's properly just come into like big fucking epic stories.
Yeah, for me, I thought of like I was thinking then when I asked a question, I was like, what am I? And like obviously the CODs, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, doing game battles in Modern Warfare 2, that was really fucking fun. Just playing competitively. But like I think early doors Fortnite, man. I think they were like
Oh,
great times. Like because when
yeah.
even then I remember when like Fortnite was kind of out and new and before it became like a big thing. Like I remember like even thinking then, like, I don't think I'll ever top the feeling and experience of online gaming compared to like early Modern Warfares and things like that and like early CODs because like you said, the time period we were sort of in individually, like coming out of school and that type of stuff. So then I thought like as I'm getting to an adult or, you know, 20s, I wouldn't have those gaming experiences again, all those feelings, or like, oh, we're all getting together on a game type of thing, and it being fun as fuck, and like being at work and obsessing about it. But Fortnite did it, man. To be fair, so
Yeah.
I'm wondering when the next one's gonna be, like the next big game. It's got to be GTA 6, hasn't it, man? Like that's got potential to be like a big fucking event. Because
Yeah.
that's what it is. It ain't a game release anymore. Is it? It's a fucking event when a GTA drops.
I know.
But they've got some fucking shoes to fill, man, because everyone's expecting it to be the next big thing, and if it flops or it's buggy or it's fuck, if it's not perfect, I think it's going to be slated, which is tough.
Yeah.
Tough expectations.
I think you're right, yeah, with the Fortnite, to be fair, like that was such a different game. And just it did kind of just bring you together again, and it was one of them games again where it's like, yo, we're just fucking jumping on, like we know we're playing it. But
Some
yeah,
laughs, some actual like memories of like pissing ourselves laughing.
yeah, because so much
Is
can
that
happen in
game?
that. Like, it's such an open fucking game. But like, yeah, man, just the times then, like, I'd only been with Amy like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. We were still like house hopping from each other's parents, like back and forth.
Yeah.
It is funny to just look back on them times. And that's what I mean with the car. You can kind of pin it back to a certain time. And games you can think like, what were we doing back then? Like we had a mattress on the floor and just two TVs just set up two PS4s. Like, it's just fucking fun times, man.
Yeah, there's something nice about that in that the sort of mattress on the floor, like when you first move into a place and you have a mattress on the floor. Like I don't know why, because it's so crackheady, but there's something nice about it because it's like
Yeah.
starting from the bottom type of thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like there's something quite comforting about it. Like I'm not opposed to having a mattress on the fucking floor, but maybe
Yeah.
it's just a dude thing. 'Cause I don't think women are really into that. Imagine how serial killer that would look if you pick up a woman, bring her back, and you've just got a fucking mattress on the floor, like, right? Like that's a huge
Does
red
its
fucking
job.
flag. Yeah,
You'll be passed out anyway.
yeah. Women. What car would you remember for that?
It's usually in the back of the car, so it's fucking
The
vivid.
fucking rapey Astra.
Yeah, man. Get the estate man, so you can lay it down in the back.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. But I think GTA 6 could be good.
I hope
Hoping
so,
it is.
man.
That's the next big thing that I think is gonna like. I'm hoping to blow me away. Like the games I'm looking forward to. That always, when God of War is the next big thing and stuff like that. I think there'll be good things along the way, but I don't see anything on the horizon right now. I'm like, that's gonna be like a big thing for everyone because I have like different groups of friends that play different things here and there, but I don't really have. There ain't really a game that gets us all on something. Like that's quite a rare thing nowadays. But I
I
think
know.
like when a
And it,
game comes out where everyone's like that, it's
yeah.
good.
Borderlands was a good weekend for us because we did the old school fucking on all day, loads of
And a
snacks.
good game. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed Borderlands 4.
yeah, it was a solid. But yeah, it kind of pisses me off, man, because we've said before, like, you don't know the good old days are the good old days while you're in them. And
Yeah.
like, I look back at times like Fortnite or the old CODs and think like, did I really enjoy that while I was there, man? Because it might not come around again. But does it come around again? But you just again don't know you're in it, so you just take
It
it for
could be
granted.
this right now. We could look back. This is episode 4 of the podcast, and we could do however many. This could be the very last one. One of us could fucking die as soon as we press stop record on this motherfucker. And we could just look back and go, oh man, like look at us there. We're just chilling on a night and just fucking chatting shit and just recording it and uploading it. Like this could be compared to how your life's going to be in 5, 10, 15, however many years. So I
Yeah,
think it's hard to do that though, really. Like retrospectively, it's easy to look back and go, oh, those are better times and not appreciate why you're in them. Because, if you do remember when we were coming out of high school and playing COD a lot, we was both stressing about going to college and finding jobs and what we're going to do. So like it weren't all good, but you only remember the good stuff. You know what I mean? So
well, it's harder to do in real life. And what I was gonna say is like, that's why you got to try and enjoy the now. It's harder to do when you just fucking day to day going to work and coming back and paying the bills. But like, it's easy to do for me when I'm on holiday and I make a point of doing it. Because like, when I'm in fucking Japan or like Italy or just somewhere so nice, I know it's finite. You know what I mean? I know I've only got like 7 days left or whatever.
so
So
it depresses you way more as well, man.
no, but I just try and stand there and think like, let me not be distracted. Let me just look. Like, let me take all
Yeah.
this in, man, because it's only going to last like another few days. But when you're in just, life's just flying by, just fucking fast motion, just getting on day to day until, you're just pushing through till payday. Like, it's hard to just absorb anything, man.
I wonder, I was just saying that Poland's man, I wonder if serial killers do that shit. If like they're killing people, I'm like, did I really enjoy that kill? They're savory. Like in just normal day stuff that normal people have, if weird people have it with weird things.
Mm.
You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean?
like with a serial killer, like, I imagine the lead up and the aftermath is the scary bit, but when you've just done it, is like, let me enjoy this because I might get arrested tomorrow and I might not get another one. So like, yeah, it might be like, this is the good bit, man.
It's got to be so good to kill someone because the consequences are so stacked against you and people do it anyway. Obviously, mental health's a big thing on that, but like, I don't think there's probably a better adrenaline rush than fucking someone up. You know what I mean? Like, what beats that?
Yeah.
Like that feeling, that rush of just smashing someone's head in over and over till it's just pulp on the floor. Like that has got to be some mental rush.
I
But
imagine that rush every day when someone fucking cuts me off in traffic.
I just every day in general, I wake up thinking that thing of fuck me. I wish it was my own head sometimes.
Just look at the
Just like
missus like,
just texting to work, just say like, oh man, I can't come in. My head's pulp on the pavement.
just fucking set up an automated text for before you do it.
Schedule it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Actually,
you say,
speaking
like,
of which,
Yeah, go on.
Go on, carry on, carry on, carry on.
Now, like
'Cause
you say,
I-
there must be something fucking riveting about it if it's so addicting for people.
Definitely, but you know, people. I think, like I said, people do it. I've watched tons of documentaries. You know, true crime like has always been an interesting factor of me, and like it's bigger than it. It usually spikes for people. Like it gets people into how interesting it is when they do shows like that monster with Ed Gein and stuff like that. Like people that aren't even into that shit are talking to me about it because they assume I know about it, which I do. But I've not seen the show myself yet. I just know the story. I've seen clips in the trailers, man. It looks weird and creepy as fuck. But like it grabs people in when they do stuff like that, which it don't grab. So when I start seeing people that aren't really into that stuff and they're like, "Oh man, this fucking you been watching the Ed Gein thing? He's weird as fuck." I'm like, a part of me is like, yeah, now you understand why I sort of am interested by these stories, but also like I don't know. I feel like over the years, people have thought I'm weird for liking that stuff. Well, not liking, but I'm showing an interest in those things and like watching the documentaries and finding out stuff about these sort of prolific figures and like even the OJ case. Like, there's something fucking interesting, especially the OJ case. Like, obviously, I was like one or even not, maybe not even born when
I
it was
think it
going
was
on. I think it was
94.
94,
Yeah.
but I was, a few months old at best whenever it happened in 94. But watching the documentary, watching that TV show that they did, like with Cuba Gooding Jr. as OJ and like Ross
Oh,
from Friends was
really
like
good
Robert
show.
Kardashian, like even that just as a show gets you in. And it's like that's all based on like real shit. Like there is something captivating about those things, man. And yeah, I think like people just think, oh, serial killers, oh, that's fucking weird. What are you watching that for? But when like a show comes out that's like a dramatization of those things, and they're like, oh, I get the interest behind it. I think people judge it too soon, but it is fucking interesting. There's weird fucking people out there, man. That's interesting. Like anything that's out the norm, regardless if it's good, bad, weird, whatever. Like it's intriguing. Like, oh, what's that about?
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting. Just on the basis of like you don't have those urges, and it's just psychologically you can just learn something about someone else who's just so different. But do you think a lot of these people that are on like sprees, just the first one's like an accident or not really intentional, but that rush is like fuck, like I want to do that again.
People, from what my understanding of it, from like watching all this shit, is I don't think it's ever an accident and then they just keep that rush going. I think the people that are on sprees and that have killed like above 10 into the 50s and whatever, they've always had those urges and they've always like stalked joggers and fantasized it over and over where like it just overcome them. But there's probably been cases where someone's probably had a fight, killed someone, and like I said, felt that rush and then like gone, oh fuck. But the ones that are on like the really big sprees, I think they've always sort of obsessed with something. Like some of them start off as like peeping toms because it's like a sexual thing for a lot of them. So that just overcomes just you, and then it's like you've been fucking really horny before, and then after you're done, you're like, Jesus, I was like a fucking different person. Like when you're watching the porn that you was watching, you're like, ugh, I'm a piece of fucking
Yeah,
shit, man. You know what I mean? Like now imagine that. And you're just staring at a woman through her window in a bush. You go in, bludgeon her to death. Imagine that posting up fucking clarity. Fucking hell.
yeah, you can't
What do you
close the
feel in
tab
that
on that one.
moment? What do you feel in that moment, man? So
Oh man,
yeah, I don't know. I think it's more of a lot of it's based in sexuality, or that they had a really shit upbringing and like they watched their dad beat the mum up or like sexually assault people in front of them, and they just grow up and when they get angry, they just go towards that. It's like a whole nature versus nurture thing, but like especially with that Ed Gein, he's not really. I don't think he's really a serial killer. Like what constitutes as a serial killer is like plus 3 people murdered. I think he might have killed one, maybe 2, but what he did was, like, rob graves and then did weird shit with corpses and stuff like that, so
they like to wear
he's lumped
skin.
in. Yeah, like, he has, like, lampshades that are made out, like, people's faces and, like a bowl made out of woman's head, shit like that, like, he like, stuff on his chair were made out of human skin, like, he was just a fucking really weird dude, but he gets lumped in with the serial killer stuff because it's in the fucking morbid section. You know what I mean?
I was just
But
imagining him using a fucking woman's head as a bowl for some cereal.
I just let him move.
Serial killer.
But speaking of which, do you believe in ghosts?
Nah,
At your core though, do you believe in it? Like,
no.
would you fuck with a Ouija board though?
Yeah,
See, so I was having this discussion with Kyron, and
don't bring on, please.
he says he doesn't believe in ghosts, but he wouldn't fuck with the Ouija board and stuff just in case. And I said, if there's a just in case,
Yeah, there's
it
some
means you
doubt.
have some belief, yeah. Because I'm not a religious person, and I'll say anything about God, like smite me down, do something now. I don't give a fuck because I know nothing's gonna happen. It'd be so funny if it's had an aneurysm and just died in my chair now, but I know nothing's gonna happen because I 100% don't believe in it. If you're going, oh, I don't want to do it because there's a chance, there's a percent of belief. But he disagreed.
Yeah. Nah, no ghosts. I used to believe a little bit in karma. And like, kind of thought like, oh, fucking hell, I've done that now. Like, something might happen. But that faded. That was a few years ago. But nah, just nothing magical like that, man. You know what I mean? Like aliens and
No
stuff.
supernatural, nothing.
Nah, I don't think so. I used to kind of think like jinxing. You know what I mean? Or just saying like, oh yeah, that will fucking happen.
Mm.
But like nothing, none of that. Like swearing on people's lives, fucking that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like nothing.
Touch wood.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. Nothing magical is gonna
Yeah.
just come down.
As someone who's been diagnosed with OCD way early on, I'm actually not a superstitious person. Like, I don't believe in jinxing and, manifesting's a word. And I do put some credence and some weight into manifesting, but it's not because I think you speak things into existence. And I think this is the same with karma, is that you do good things will happen because you're doing things positively. Like when they say, oh, if you do bad things will happen. Well, yeah, if I'm like selling drugs and in bad crowds, bad things are gonna find me. But if you're doing good things, that might cause something good. I don't believe it what goes around comes around. I believe that if you're doing things positively or doing things negatively, you're hanging around in those respective circles.
Yeah.
So, you'll get where you're at basically. But
Yeah, exactly.
manifesting, I think if you're just saying, oh, I want this job or I want this car, I don't think you're actually willing it into existence because I don't think things work like that. But I think it just you strive and you sort of self-motivate yourself when you do it and then it happens and you can just be like, oh, I manifested this. And it's like you kind of did, but it's just you fought yourself to get there essentially.
Yeah. It's less like karmic retribution. It's just more psychologically you've like accidentally made moves towards that because you've set it in your brain as a goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe in anything supernatural. I don't think I ever like really, really have. Like I've seen weird shit, I've experienced weird shit, but just like trips and mushrooms and things like that. Like you can see like legitimately crazy stuff, but it doesn't mean that it's real. You know what I mean? Like you could trip right now and see and be like, oh man, I saw aliens, I saw the universe being created, and like you did see that, but
Yeah.
what you saw doesn't necessarily make it real. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't believe
like
any of that shit.
that kind of thing is like psychological as well. Like with my dad before when he was thinking he had diseases or he had some lumps here and there or fucking whatever when he's just being hypochondriac. And
Mm.
like people always try to talk him out of it, like, oh, there's just nothing there, like, you know what I mean? But I always said, like, yeah, but to him, it's real. You know what I mean? Like this time he
Yeah.
has got something. So to him, it's real. You can't just tell him, oh yeah, just forget about it, like it ain't there. It's like this, like it's real to in his head.
I'm there because, as you know, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac myself.
Mm.
But I think I don't know about your dad's case. Obviously, we've kind of spoke a little bit on it, or you'll say, "Oh, Dan does this as well," or Dan spoke about this, and like we'll both kind of relate. But for me, I think a lot of it is a coping mechanism in a way. Because if I've got something wrong or I'm feeling like a weird pain somewhere where I'm like, "Oh, that feels like internal," I immediately go to like cancer, tumor, whatever, and like there's a shred of me that maybe does believe it because at some point you do get that. Like there comes a point in your life where like you do get a cancer or you do it. So I think, oh, this is my time.
Mm.
But also I think it's because if it's just a hernia, a stitch, or whatever it is, and I'm actually like feeling, and then it's like, oh, it's not cancer. It's like such a big more of a relief rather than being like, it's probably just stitch, and then I gotta get checked out, and it is. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. But if I think, oh fuck, it's cancer, it's a tumor, whatever, and they go there and say it's not, that's like a, whew. But at the same time, I'm non-stop stressing, thinking about it, googling it, fucking. When I twist this way, if I feel this, what does that mean? Like, you can obsess with it at the same time. So yeah, I can kind of understand hypochondria, and there can be doctors, fully educated people that can say, "No, you're fine," but you can't tell your own head that. So it is kind of real to you. You know what I mean? Like you can't just tell your brain, "Don't worry about it," because it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's your own brain that's fucking betraying you in the first place, isn't it? So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's easier fucking said than done.
I was thinking
I
just
hate. Go on,
I'm gonna fully divert the conversation. So if you
go
want
for
it,
it. Nah, go for it.
I was in Morrison's earlier, and
Yeah, okay.
they've rebranded because we was talking about cereal. They've
Yeah,
rebranded Sugar Puffs. You remember Sugar Puffs, do you?
yeah.
And they're called Kellogg's Smacks.
Oh, what?
Do you reckon it's just because they can't have puffs on the front anymore?
I think so, but I saw Sugar Puffs a couple of years ago in Asda, and they were called something different then. And I remember saying then that they couldn't. It was something sugar, but not puffs. They
Mm.
changed the word on it because it had like the sugar honey monster, whatever the fuck his name was, on the front of it. And I thought then, like, maybe they can't have puff on it anymore.
Was it Kellogg's Sweet Fags? Puffs,
You know
yeah.
what though?
I get it.
Speaking of which, though, I was in fucking Tesco the other day, and we bought fucking faggots, and I thought, I actually said out loud, I was like, how can they actually be called that? Like, I'm surprised these aren't changing the name of these.
Yeah, but it
Like,
predates the gays.
it
What do
does,
you
but so
call
does
them?
puffs.
But what do you call them?
I don't know. I don't know, but I wouldn't have got fucking smacker, fucking sugar smacker. What the fuck? How does that fucking meeting room start, man? Who fucking
Kellogg's
proposes that
Smacks.
idea?
First idea on the table. Fuck it, just send it, man. Yeah, we'll have that.
Yeah, PR nightmare.
Yeah.
Puffs. Thing is, with stuff like puffs, if you're equating that to like a gay joke, you're being the homophobe because a normal person is just sugar puffs. But if you're going puff, that means gay. It's
Yeah.
like
You've made the
you're
link.
one that's you're the one that's making that link. So you're
Yeah.
the bad person essentially. If you're going by the logic of the, the woke, if you
Yeah.
will.
I guess with Sugar Puffs, like, I guess like what is a what is a puff in a fucking you know what I mean, in a food
You can
sense.
see your camera, can't you?
But like, what's a faggot though in a food sense, like in a meaty sense?
Yeah, it's just a word. But that's why I think it's stupid because all words are just words. Like,
No, but like
you,
a puff, it's called that because it's like just a little puffy fucking like a little snack.
bean,
But you
or
could
whatever
just
it is, yeah.
you could easily call that someone else. But like, how deep rooted is faggot in the meat meaning? Like,
Oh, man, I don't know. I've never looked into it. Yeah, I have no idea, to be fair. But I am surprised that name ain't changed because I remember like years ago there was a campaign.
they took
In
it at the
America
Christmas
to
song, don't
change-
they?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know I can't remember which song it is, but it's got it in.
Do you know what they replaced that word with?
It just cuts out. It's just blank. But it's a really old song.
That's way worse, though.
But
I don't agree with stuff like that because that makes it. If you're listening to that and you know it's a Christmas song where people will have faggots and they can't have it in there because it's a bad word, like if you're making the connection for it to be a bad thing, you're the bad person. I don't know. It's a weird one, and I'm surprised if they're censoring it in songs, then why don't they just again change the name of it so then they could just have it in the songs again rather than be weird about it.
yeah. But
Maybe they tried.
It's a well-known Christmas song. It's from like fucking 60s or 70s. Like you would know it, but it just blanks out now. Like it says you're a something else. You're a faggot. You're a something else.
Oh,
But it's gone.
I've never heard that. Is it called Santa's a Fag?
Nah, you'd know it. Like you would know it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I guess I don't really listen to the lyrics that deeply, but that's a weird one. Yeah, I remember in America that there's like the Red Indians as like a team, and obviously
Oh
that's
yeah.
been like campaigned every couple of years to get that name changed, and it's a big thing. But yeah, I looked at them and I bought faggots, and I was like, I'm surprised these are still allowed to be
Did you
called
say it on
that.
the box still?
Yeah, yeah, it said it all. Everything like it, and there's still a thing. You Google them, it's what comes up. You know what I mean? Like,
Like you
but it
say
is
though,
a
like
weird name.
that's what I mean. Especially if like if the word's been changed to mean that now, derogatorily.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know
but
if
it
the
didn't
derogatory
before.
term called first, and then some twat was like, "Call them these."
Yeah,
They're a bit
exactly.
fruity, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what sort of came first.
Like if the
Like,
word came first and then the derogatory term after, you can't be mad at that because that was always the word.
yeah, that's true. Which is probably the case, really. Innit? We're just fucking two uneducated twats. That probably is the case. So they're like, "Why should we change it?" Like, it was our word first.
Let's do some research. Let's have a look. Let's research it, man.
But that does happen where bad things in life does happen where it has to change the name. Or like the thing, like the swastika was like a peaceful Buddhist symbol. Then Hitler was
Yeah,
like, "Watch this,"
yeah. He
and
flipped
we
it,
can't
didn't
use it anymore. You know what I mean? You can't use it. You can't be like, "We had it first." They're just such bad things that you've got to be like, "Okay, we'll change that."
he? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's the peace symbol like flipped, ain't it?
Who makes it? Is it like Captain Birdseye or something that makes like faggots? What's the brand?
It's I can see it on the front there, but I can't remember. A
Maybe they need to
faggot.
fucking start a war and kill 6 million Jews, and they'll change the name.
I'm guessing because if you remember our analytics, it was what was it, 90% British and then like 10% Russian or whatever.
Yeah,
So this is for the Russian audience.
yeah.
A faggot
This
is
is the people.
traditionally made from pig's heart, liver, and fatty belly meat or bacon minced together with herbs added for flavouring and sometimes breadcrumbs.
Who puts that together as a food? Like, who's the first dude that just smashed that all together and was like, "This is fucking lovely"?
Yeah, but don't forget, all of British food is just shit fucking war rations that we just haven't changed for like 80 years.
I don't know. I see people that come over here in this country all the time and say our food's disgusting. It probably is, isn't it, man? Because it is just slop.
It is, man. We just ain't changed it since fucking 43.
That's why we're all pale and fucking my teeth are fucked and everything because it's just all wartime stuff.
Yeah, it's just all fucking. It's all fucking mash
Look,
and
when they were
fucking
invented,
Blackpool Rock.
when did they come out? Like when we're faggot? Like it probably was to do with like wartime stuff, wasn't it? To be fair.
Yeah, let me try and find out. Faggots are meatballs made from minced offcuts. Oh, it's a food of the early 20th century. So
So what?
1900s, I guess.
That's more modern than I would have took it for, though. Still,
Yeah.
I
wanna,
thought Henry VIII was probably lopping his wife's head off and then tucking into some faggots. You know what I mean?
yeah. I want. Yeah. I want to find out why it's called that. They ain't even that nice.
I actually don't mind them. On paper, it's not what you just read it then sounded like a fucking human centipede of just dead meats into one thing. But they're actually nice for some reason. They're a weird taste. It's not on paper in my wheelhouse, but I actually don't mind them.
Faggots and grody dick. I don't know why it's called it, man. There's no reason why it's called that.
Yeah, I wonder like if the derogatory word existed first and then they just called that. That's a bold fucking move, eh? That man.
Yeah. Why
That's
not?
a bold move.
Fuck 'em. Yeah, I don't know. The OED lists this sense of faggot along with all the other noun senses with the same etymology, the same 1851 usage that's referenced. This preparation is a sort of cake, roll, or ball. It don't say. Yeah, I think it might be used as a word of just a bunch of shit that's just mashed together. Which, ironically, is what fags do, eh?
Oh man, I just looked it up actually, and it was a BBC article that says faggots and grody dick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I knew what they were doing with that fucking headline.
Yeah, because we have spotted dick, don't we, the cake.
Yeah, yeah. We do have weird food over here. To be fair,
We are like 1,000 years old though, so
true, but we do eat like shit.
that's
Especially
the
me.
thing, eh? Like we've been around for like 1,000 years, and we got no staple, like apart from fucking like fish and chips. Like, what staple meals have we got, man? You got
And
like,
I think that's overrated as well. Fuck fish and chips.
it's nice, and but it's not like a fresh fucking carbonara from Italy, man. Like, just proper carby and just saucy.
I'll have a uneducated guess, but I assume it's to do with that we was always fucking busy colonizing and taking over the world and didn't have time to just perfect culinary arts. So it was just what can I shove in my mouth before I go and pillage and rape this fucking other continent. I'm
Yeah,
assuming it's something to do with us always being on the move and trying to take over the world. So we've never really developed, a culture in terms of food.
so we're just fucking
If that
busy.
yeah, busy being
Busy,
twats.
still just busy at work.
I mean, I think our national dish is the chicken tikka masala, isn't it?
Yeah, I know it's obviously a curry, but it's not an Indian curry, is it? It's like an English curry, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't have it over there. It's like a hybrid sort of thing, yeah. And
Yeah.
then we have like obviously like jacket potatoes there, like an English staple and stuff like that.
Again, just a big fucking spud. Put some on there.
So it is. It is shit the food that we have over here. Every time I go somewhere and eat something in a different country, I'm always like, oh, like this just tastes so much fucking
It
better. And
does,
that it could
man.
be just be then I'm on holiday, so it's like a kind of weird placebo thing, but it
I
does
reckon
seem
it's
that
just
way.
because over here we're not allowed to put loads of fucking chemicals and additives in, and everywhere else they do, and that's the shit that tastes nice.
True, but when I was in Japan, it just tasted like fresh, like the meat and stuff tasted way better. Like it tasted like it was real meat and not like infused with fucking plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice over there. You could go into any little dive bar, man, and it was just fucking tasty.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll miss going to Japan to be fair.
Oh no, man, I came across some camera roll earlier of it, man, and I was just like, oh, I was actually there.
Yeah, I want to get back out there at some point. I want to go to Korea as well, as you know. There's a few places I do want to tackle, but that is like if I won like a holiday now on like a raffle or something, and I could get to choose where I want to go. It'd be tough because I'd be like, I get a free holiday to go wherever, so I'd want to go maybe somewhere new. But just that fact that I could just get to Japan again, man, it'd be tough to toss those choices up in my head.
I know. I need to be there again, man. The language is like fading again from me. Like it's been like 3 months now. Well, to the fucking dot as well. It's been like 3 months. But when I was there, I was like talking to everyone. But I can tell now because I've not used it and I've not been polishing it up because I'm expecting to go again. It's just gonna fade away until I fucking forget everything I learned.
Yeah. Well, fuck it though. You'll go at some point again, and you'll just brush up on it. It'll be easier to brush up on it again because you've had some experience with it as well. I didn't even bother learning all too much. I think it is cool when you go there and you start conversing with them a little bit, but I weren't like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I just went there and just fucking winged it, man, and it was pretty fun just doing that. To be fair.
Yeah, you can get by. There's definitely a couple of places where it was just no one in the building would speak English, and it was just like you just felt more of an inconvenience than like awkward because they don't mind.
Yeah.
They laugh it off. But I'm also thinking like this is like a busy fucking restaurant here. And I just need to order my food and get out. But they're friendly with you, man, and they're just so patient, and they just get you through. There was this one restaurant where I was like pointing at the menu, and I know a few words, but I was like trying to ask what were in these gyoza. I was like, what's inside? And I just don't know what to say. And she was just like throwing her hands up like, and but then I just left them, and I found like other items that I knew the name of, and I was just like, yeah, one of them, and then we sorted. There was one because wakarimasen means I don't understand, and this woman, I'd placed my order, and this lady said like, go and sit over there, and like that's the seating area for you to go order. And this other lady thought she was like a floor person. She thought I was waiting to be seated, so she came over and she was like trying to get me to go and sit in the restaurant, and she was just like, because the only thing is over there, if you speak a little bit, they'll like just start railing it off at you, and you
Yeah, they'll
quickly get
assume that you
lost.
know it all.
Yeah, and like she was just, she just came over and I just went, "What am I saying?" And then I heard her just, she like went, "Ah," and then she like ran off, and in the background I heard her just go, "What am I saying?" Like he's over there, just said he don't understand. And then I saw her say like, "Oh, he's waiting." Yeah, man.
Yeah, I never ran into too many issues, but because we don't live like in London or anywhere where it's like we deal with a lot of tourists, and we ain't in like sort of jobs where we maybe have to like deal with those people either, like people that don't necessarily speak English or come over here or go on holiday. But I wonder what that's like, man. Just people coming over there and just not understanding you at all. Like imagine like just being in our country, like in their perspective, and someone coming over and just talking to you and like not understanding. Like it must be so fucking strange and annoying.
Yeah, I mean, my initial thought was like, yeah, like over here, you're probably just like, fuck's sake, like can't even talk, mate. But like for me personally, I'm like, I'm happy to help because if I know someone's from somewhere else, like I just like it, you know what I mean? So I'm patient with them and I try and get like speak to them and just get them to
Mm.
understand. And they're a friendly people, obviously in Japan, so I don't think they mind too much. But I imagine with the tourist boom that's going on at the minute, it's gonna get boring for them.
The thing is, it's annoying because we both obviously love it, and you see the videos of people going over there and just being fucking twats. Even like the biggest example is obviously Logan Paul. But like when you go over there, you want to try and be respectful and genuinely embrace that culture, not try and be like, oh, why aren't you more like England over here? Like actually want to go and live like them and see how they're doing it. But you can't help but feel that they're looking at you in the same way that you're just some other fucking disrespectful English twat. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
hard to like separate yourself from
and
it.
that's the real unfortunate thing, man. With that, it's just become trendy to go there. It's like I was there and I was fully just assimilated, man. I was giving way to people, bowing at everyone. Just, I was just so happy there, and I wanted to just give the example of like, with the impression of like, I'm here to just be with you people, man. Like, I'm not gonna be one of these foreign dicks, but it's only natural for them to just look at you and think like, oh, like I hope this guy's not a fucking cunt.
When I went to Amsterdam, I was talking to a guy there that was obviously Dutch. And I was obviously like, I went there. It was on my first day, and I said, "Look, I like a smoke. I like to feel this. I have anxiety, so I do it for this. Like, I just want to find just a nice spot, a nice mellow chill out." And he was bang on the money, man. He said, "Try this. If it don't work for you, come next time and do this one." And I was just talking to him for a little bit, and I was saying, like, do you get many like English people in here? Because obviously it's close to us. And he was like, I hate them. Like he hates English because they come over there, they smoke, they get fucking, they throw up, they trip out, they cause fights, they're just disruptive twats. Like
Yeah,
we're arseholes. And like
yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, like we are. You know what I mean? You can be in this country and even just see it in pubs how much of twats we are. So I can't imagine what it's like if you just bring that abroad to places where they don't expect people to be like that, whatever. Like,
and
yeah,
it's
I like to
not.
be respectful wherever I am.
Yeah, and it's not. It's not like racist or stereotypical, is it? It's just based on experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you see fucking 10 groups of British lads in a row, all fucking getting wasted and throwing up and coming out the red light fucking district, and you,
Way,
yeah,
lads, all that fucking shit.
yeah, you see that enough times in a row, and you just think that's how they all are
Ugh,
then. Like, and then
yeah.
another group of people come, and they might just be regular, just there for the views, and you think, oh, here we go.
For me, when I hear about it, like when he said that to me, I wasn't like, cheeky bastard, what the fuck's he on about? I was like, oh man, I get it.
Hmm.
Like, I have to live there. Like, I see it all the fucking time. Like,
Yeah,
I'm never offended by it. Like, I understand it. Like, I feel the exact same way about, like, we've spoke before. I never feel patriotic or give any fucking credit about being English. Really, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'd happily move out of this country for somewhere else. Like, I have nothing really that ties me to this country that I love. When football, we're doing well in that. Great. I guess I'm a little bit patriotic then because I want to see England do well, and it's exciting, especially because people get there's a bit of togetherness when we're doing well in football. But on the equal side of that, I don't know if you remember, like in the Euro, like three like black players missed the penalties, and they were
Mm.
getting like races. And we got to the final, and then like it was like, yeah, England, England. And then we have three misses by like three black dudes. One of them
Oh
is
no.
17, like Saka or whatever, young he was at the time. And he got hated, man. And I was like, man, when was this? Like a week ago when you were saying, it's coming home and loving them and that. Like,
I know, and
I hate it.
that it was really sad to see, and I saw it close to me as well, and I like live, and I just thought, like, man, that's how shallow your fucking brain goes. Like, if they all scored, they'd all be the fucking geezers, you know what I mean? They'd all be the lads, but like, because they all missed, it's a racial thing now. Like, come on.
And I know you haven't really played too much football in like a competitive setting, but I've played Sunday league and stuff like that. And like, there's a lot of fucking pressure taking a penalty. And I couldn't even imagine being 17 years old and taking one in the fucking Euro final. Like, you're telling me, you fat cunt, that you'd get up there and bury that. Absolutely no chance. You know what I mean? And it's a penalty. It's literally like a coin toss. It's
Yeah.
anyone's. If you score a goal, it's luck. If you save it, if it's luck, like it's all luck. That's why it's kind of unfair to go to a penalty shootout, but
Yeah.
equally fair because you're both having the same odds.
And I imagine as well, like, the pressure's only fucking threefold because it's the simplest kick. Like, it's like set up for you. You get to just have a slow run up. The goal's right in front of you. But all that stuff's like, shit, this is so easy. Don't fuck it up. And that's how you fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be fucking so scary, man. But again, like when we're talking about like adrenaline and rushes, scoring a penalty in a final of a football cup or something, that's got to be like that's got to. I wonder what car you imagine you when you think back about that, man. It's probably a fucking Aventador or something, isn't it?
It fucking would be if I was on that paycheck.
Oh man, I know. Yeah, it is crazy the amount of money they're fucking on. But
Imagine
I
the
think that's why
feeling.
they get a lot of hate as well, because it's like, we can't sell that to you because you're a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like, that makes it any better. Like, they ain't got feelings at that point.
Yeah. But like, someone performing athletically decides whether you're racist or not in that moment. It's just
I
mental.
know. It's weird because I used to be like really into football when I was a kid. I'd say from like the age of 8 to, well, younger than that. I'd say like the age of, since I was pretty much born and watching it, to like the age of like 12. And then I've kept in touch with it here and there. I'll watch highlights and stuff like that. But like, people genuinely get their like days ruined by like scores, and like genuinely pissed off and start fights or go on and kick the fucking missus head in because Arsenal conceded. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me, to like let that dictate how you go about the rest of your day, afternoon, weekend, whatever it is, man. Like, what do you give a fuck that much?
Yeah. When I was into it for a bit, I was probably into it from 14 to 17, like not long, but I was pretty heavy into it. But I would get pissed off, like, fuck, we lost, but that's it. Like 10 minutes later, like, I forgot, man. Like, I'm going about my way. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy. And no
yeah.
one ever wins, man. Can't we just have a last winner? Like, can't we just have the last tournament? Just be like, yeah, they're the best.
But also, like, there's players I like even now. There's players I liked when I was a kid. But like, ultimately, who gives a fuck about them, man? Because they don't give a fuck. They don't even know you. You know what I mean? Like, why should you can idolize a person, sure, and be like, oh man, that guy's a really good guy. I like what he does, and I like that he's famous and he's got these eyes on him, but he does like good stuff with him. You know what I mean? He's not a twat with his fame. And like, you can look up to people and respect them that way. But at the end of the day, like, I don't give a fuck about any of those people. Like, they're just millionaires playing football. Like, there's people that I like, there's people I like watching. I like it when certain people score goals because I like them and I want them to be doing well, etc. But I won't give a fuck.
Yeah, like
I'm pissing them if they're on fire.
not at the same depth. Not at the same depth as like you could like an actor or like that kind of celebrity. Because
Any of them. There's actors and stuff that I love. I idolize. Always love Bruce Lee, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jackie Chan. Sylvester Stallone. I fucking love these people. When some of them start dying off, it'll genuinely be sad for me. But I don't give a fuck about them, like, at the same time, because I don't know them. I don't actually know them. You know what I mean? They're just personas. It's almost like they're magical people. Like, they don't
yeah,
really exist. Like, I don't really know them. They're more than a person. They've become like a status. So it doesn't matter really what they do, because they're bigger than that nowadays.
Yeah, they do just feel fiction, don't they? Like just someone you see on a screen.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like to know someone like that, be friends with one of them, because they're held to that, to the outside people like me and you. But like, let's say if you had the fame of like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I was like friends with you like I am now, like how I would see you in a certain light if I'm just like, what's the big deal with him? He's just a twat. Like you don't know him like I know him. You know what I mean? I wonder if it is kind of like that in a way.
Yeah. Well, I think we were saying it on one of the other episodes. Like you feel that way about yourself for a bit. Like when people come up to me and be like, "Oh, I like your videos, man. Like I watch you fucking blah," blah," and I'll just think, like, man, you're like me. Like I just make
Yeah.
shit. Like don't fucking idolize me. Like it's got to be the same until you hit like fucking the stratosphere of fame, and you're just like, yeah, I'm the shit.
You know, like, and I love this person. You know, like Keanu Reeves is like the good boy of Hollywood, and
Yeah.
people love him, and he can't do no wrong. And you know, I love him as well for all those reasons, also. But you know what I think's like up there with him that don't get spoke about enough is John Cena, man,
Mm.
because he's such a good dude. Every time I see him on interviews,
You don't see him,
he's
yeah.
class. When he's speaking with kids that obviously love wrestling or are obsessed with him, ever, he's class. He's like the most requested Make a Wish person ever, and he's done like I don't know if it's almost 1,000, if not over. Like he just seems like such a genuine dude. Like he'd be like a good friend to have. And like I'm not really a big wrestling fan. I was as a kid, but like I weren't really watching when it was John Cena's era. I was kind of like coming out of it when he was sort of coming in.
Mm.
But like I just love him. Like John Cena's just class. Every time I see him, like he's just I'm like, oh, what a good dude, man. Like he just says the right stuff, and he just I've seen people try and stir him or turn him into like a voice note or like a sound clip of him saying something maybe controversial. And he's PR trained, but he ain't doing it to be like, oh, I want people to believe I'm a good guy. Like that's just how he seems. Like he seems
Yeah.
like a genuine dude.
Someone
So
else
shout out
outside
John
of
Cena.
yeah, he'll see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone else outside of films as well, but in interviews like Tom Hardy seems like just such a normal fucking geezer.
Yeah, he does.
And he'll shut down like bullshit interview questions, won't he? And just be like, man, why are you asking that? But he seems so normal.
Yeah.
Like,
I
he's no
wonder I
one.
wonder what it is like, man, to be like famous, because you go in there to like a press junket and you gotta promote a movie, and there's probably certain things you have to say from like the film studio, and like in your I think it's all written into your contract, so you obviously have to sign on to the film, and then you also have to like the promotional stuff. And I wonder if there's like, you know, in like call center stuff where you gotta say certain words, like a script, if you gotta go in there and like, oh, they're gonna ask me, how did I prepare for this role for the 12th time that day? And you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
wonder what it is like. So I don't know, I think I'd welcome the more grounded interviews. Like you've always said that I think I'd be a good interviewer, but I think it's because and if we ever get like a guest on here, I think it would be good because I'm not like trying to blow smoke up their arse. I'm like, oh, how did you get into that role? I'd ask them like real stuff that maybe like their friends ask them that they're probably even more excited to talk about because they're not saying it over and over again and rehearse the answer. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I'd just be like say if it is John Cena, like, yo man, like how much pussy did that movie get you, man? Like,
Yeah.
come on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm interested in like the real stuff. Like when you got your first paycheck and you're seeing that shit, where you're like, oh my fucking god, like yeah,
Mm.
more of this. Like asking real dude shit
Where he
that
actually has
not
to
like
think about what he's going to say.
yeah, not just like oh, you know. So when did you prepare for this role and when did you know that you'd made it? Like stuff like that. I was like, yeah, man. Like when you was like, because I listen, especially with John Cena's case, because obviously he's a big fucking dude as well. I saw a thing on one of the talk show things where he when he was broke, he used to go into like a all you can eat pizza thing, and it was like if you can eat a full pizza within like 30 minutes or something like that, you get it free on the house. And he just went in there every day and did it. And they were just like, yo, just come in and just say you want free pizza, man. And like in moments like that when he was struggling, like he never knew that he was gonna be, you know, John Cena. Like, what was his day? What was he doing every day? Like, what did he say to himself? What did he get up every morning and do? Like, I'm interested in like the real dude, not like the John Cena. Like, what did you do, bro? Like, did you just go around every day and be like, fuck you know, like I need to do something soon. Like, I'm a broke fucking guy. Like, what do I want to do? Did he even want to go into wrestling or do any of that type of stuff early on? Did he want to be, you know, whatever? Like, I want to ask them real questions, not like, you know, the bullshit that everyone else
Yeah.
asks.
Because like you say, they're just rehearsed, aren't they? And I think normal people get to a rehearsed level of shit. You know what I mean? Like if you come back to work after 2 weeks on holiday, And people say, "How was your holiday?" And you think, "Fuck's sake, man!" Like 20
Everyone else
people
has said it.
are gonna ask me how my holiday was, and I'm just gonna give them all the same answer. And then
Yeah.
like throughout life as well, you can just rehearse certain answers, and like not even realize, but you just parroting the same story over and over again, like even if it's months apart, rather than just switching your brain on and actually thinking about what you're saying. You're just repeating stuff you've said before.
Let me ask you this then. Let's say that because I know you're a person that type of does this, and I've got an example of our friend Kyron. Like, especially you used to be a bit more shy than outgoing, and I'd say like you've probably still got a bit of shyness in there, but you've become more outgoing as you've got older. But like, I feel like you used to be someone that would like rehearse your answers in your head, or like you have conversations of how you think something's going to go. So then when that comes up, you've got like an answer in the chamber.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it didn't go the way you thought, or there's a bit of diversion or a turn in it, like you can adapt and be like, okay, it's not the answer I had prepared, but I can touch on bases of it. But like when you said that people go through life and rehearse that stuff, that's a good thing sometimes, but you just reading your life from a script, and some people can't go off the script. So, like my friend Kyron, man, I saw him break one day, and I don't know if we've spoke because we laugh about it. He's someone that he can't even talk to people like a waiter or like, excuse me, when's this happening? Like he can't do it. He has to get his girlfriend to do it or I do it. He cannot speak to people in public for whatever reason. Um, and we was in Subway, and because it must be like a nerve-wracking thing for him because you're obviously it's quite a public thing, and you have to be like, I want this, I want that, and be quite specific that he has his order like scripted in his head. And if someone like this woman just said, "Do you want double cheese?" and he froze for a second, like he broke, man, like his brain could not go off script. He was like, "That don't compute with what I've got in my head." And I just have to tell her, like, you can't ask him that. Like, and she just started laughing. But like, just he's so like got it prepared in his head, the script, that if there's a diversion, he can't handle it. So like, I don't know. That's kind of a bad thing, isn't it? You got to sort of roll with the punches, man.
Yeah. I was definitely like that for a long time. And I think because I was always quite quiet and small. So I think like in my head, everything was rehearsed because it was like, if I get a chance to speak, I don't want to delay. I want to get in there and speak because like I never get a chance to. So stuff was rehearsed, and I think the way I got over it was just getting a bit older and just not giving a fuck what people think. Like
Yeah.
I won't pretend to know something in certain situations. You know what I mean? I'll take a second to answer. Like if someone says, "Oh, what do you think about this?" I'll just be like, I'll just think about it for a minute, and then I'll answer because I just don't give a shit what they think. And if someone says like, "Oh, what do you think about this?" and I'll just go, "I don't know." Like
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Like, "Oh, this engine's got fucking this ain't it?" I'll just go, "I don't know much about these engines." Like I just don't give a shit, man. I ain't trying to like fill any voids anymore, like gain approval. I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah. I know people in my life that cannot say I don't know. They have to pretend they know the answer, or they Google it quickly and be like, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, like it's this answer. Like, just say you don't know it. Like, it's fine not to know something because
yeah,
I didn't know it until I knew it. Like, there's a point where you learn something,
yeah,
whether it
exactly.
be when you're 50 or you're 5. Like,
Yeah,
the
people
first
are,
time you're exposed to it, some people aren't exposed to things sooner than others, etc.
yeah, people will do it all the time. Like whether it's with cars, computers, PCs, like whatever. Like, "Oh, have you got a fucking decompression plate like on that engine from stock?" I'll just go, "I don't know what that is. What's that?" And then they can tell me, and it's probably more fun for them to tell me. Or like, "Oh, have you got fucking DLSS enabled?" I'll just go, "I don't know what that is." I mean, it shows more of a level of maturity to accept your own fucking like self consciousness to just be like, "I don't know." Like, fair play,
There's
you don't
nothing
know.
wrong with not knowing. There's nothing wrong with not knowing, but some people seem to think that there is. But you don't. If you don't know, you can't
Yeah.
know everything, and you could know it at one point and not remember it.
I'll do it in interviews, to be fair. Like, "What would you do in this situation?" I'll just be like,
Fuck
I've
knows.
never used that software, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the best way to be, because then, especially in an interview setting, because if you're like, yeah, I know all this and know all that, and you get the job, then there's expectation that you're meant to like hit the ground running and stuff like that. I saw a news article today of a school in West Brom that let go of a teacher because he pretended he was an ex-football player to get the job, and that obviously came out that he wasn't for whatever reason.
In
But
what
like, you know what I mean?
subject?
He was fuck knows, but I'm assuming sport. I don't know. I don't know how that would even get in the job. I'm assuming it's related to his job. I didn't read on, because I'm a twat. But yeah, like I saw it a couple like going around on a couple of news articles today, and I was like, how much more could that sway the job to be like? Do you think he knew the job was going badly, and then like the answers and the questions and the way like the interviewers are like looking at each other and responding, he just had to just go, "I used to be a football player though." And just chuck
Yeah,
a Hail Mary in there.
like fucking in Spider Man, he says fucking Peter, no Spider Man. Like just score some points quick.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, maybe he was just like panicked and thought, yeah, I used to play football, man. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man, I got fucking eaten right on speed dial.
But let's say he's a PE teacher, because I don't know what the actual case. Let's say he's a PE teacher and he says, "Yeah, I can teach the kids football. I used to be a football player, so transferable skills and whatnot." Let's say like he's doing a decent job, and then that news comes to light, but you could just be like, "Oh, but he's teaching the kids and they're learning well and stuff like that." Why does it matter? Like,
Mm,
I've got to imagine that he was pissing people off, or people need to fuck him off, and they just use that as like, "Oh, and he lied about this. Fuck him." Because I
yeah.
can't imagine he was doing a great job and being like getting, on his fucking coach desk. He's got number one best teacher for one of his students, and then he's sipping out of that. He's getting the email saying he's fired.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine that. He was probably a fucking dickhead or something, and they just have to be like, "Oh, he lied about that as well. Fuck him off." Because there's no way if he's that good at his job, it don't matter what you lie about. And who doesn't? The people that probably fired him lied to get the job that they're in the position to fire him.
Yeah. So you just got
Who's
headlined, basically, most likely.
Yeah, I didn't read into it because I couldn't be out. Because I actually didn't give a fuck. Like, fuck him and fuck his job. You know what I
Imagine if he
mean?
just teaches geography and they're just like, man, you shouldn't fucking lie.
Yeah, like, and that's what I mean. Like, it kind of has to be related to sport,
Yeah.
because if he got the job on the premises of football player and he's just a science teacher, who gives a fuck at that point?
Maybe he's
If you
just
said
on
he'd been
about
to the
Football
moon,
Manager.
I'd understand.
If he'd been to the what?
If he'd said like, "Oh, I want a job in science. I've been to the moon," and then he finds out he doesn't, and he knows fuck all about science, and yeah, get him out of there. But if he's just teaching PE and he's just doing a standard job, and he just said he used to be a football player, now not, like, who gives a fuck at that point, man?
Just some little scrawny twats that don't want to fucking play football anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we taught it. We like in our last couple of years of school to get our what's the name for it?
Distinction.
We did get that, yeah, but it was like there was a name for no, I guess grade, but like yeah, we had to like lesson plan and teach like year 7, year 8, like 13, 14 year olds like football, and we had to like the lesson plans and stuff to get our grade and that, and like we had no fucking experience of doing it. I mean, we just did PE ourselves, so we can be like, oh, I know how the lessons sort of meant to be structured because we were taking those lessons. But I don't know, like I got a couple of friends that are teachers and things like that, so I've never really asked them. But like, I don't feel like anyone can do it, because I think you gotta have a certain amount of patience and like the thrill to sort of teach and like the structure of it all and stuff like that. But I don't know. There's probably people that can just come in off the street and just do a decent enough job if they give a fuck. Because there's
Especially for
teachers
school
that
kids.
exactly, because there's teachers like we had there and we spoke about it. I didn't really have any like real educators or real teachers that felt like they gave a fuck. It was just paycheck stuff. Like, you could, what am I meant to give a fuck up at the energy, and when they're up there and you can tell they don't. Like, so if the guy comes in and lies about his job, but if he used to be a convicted fucking rapist or a paedophile, then obviously they'll hire that guy. Do your DBS checks still, but like if they're lying about their previous experience and they're doing like a decent job, well, fucking let them. I don't think there's enough good teachers anyway.
Especially if he was well enough interviewed to get the job. Like, don't fire him afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, man. But I think it's all like politics. Like everyone was speaking about, like the changing the name of the series and stuff like that. It's just things can just go viral. Like I'd guess that it probably went on like viral over TikTok and like, oh, sugar puffs, what's this about? Cancel this and that type of, you know what I mean? And then they just whoever make it Kellogg's, whoever starts sweating and think, oh, we need to fucking change the name of this. Like people give because it's too powerful. The threat of cancellation it's too powerful now that it changes too many things for better sometimes. Like don't get me wrong, like if it's affecting a group and there is a derogatory word being used and it does generally affect people for whatever reason, then yeah, you might have to change something here and there, but sometimes things are being changed for the threat of it being like
But
bad publicity.
that's the thing, and it's self censorship then, ain't it? Where like you end up cancelling yourself by not fucking saying what you usually say.
And I hate it. I hate people who are for censorship because they don't know that when you let that monster in, it doesn't affect you now, but it'll trickle down to you at some point. So like you're like, yeah, cancel Trump saying this, cancel whoever is saying something that you don't like or agree with. Then you'll just say something at work at some point and you'll get fired because that's trickled down to your
Yeah,
position. You know what I mean? Like you kind of gotta put a stop to it at some point.
yeah,
Like I said, I get it if you're saying things that are derogatory to a certain group or a certain culture, whatever. That's a bit harsh or making them feel weird or whatever. I get that, but for certain things like TV show, music, stuff like that, like come on, man. Like I don't know, we don't have free speech over here either, so you can literally go to jail for things that you say and post on social media and stuff. And I just think that's a bit stupid, in my opinion.
you have what we wish for, right?
That's what it is, yeah. Like, yeah, you're happy to welcome censorship, but like it'll get to you at some point if you let that stuff in. Like I agree to it to a certain extent, but like words affect people in other ways. There's obviously like certain ways that affect certain groups because of history and whatnot. But and I agree that I've never dealt with those things being a white dude, especially. But I don't know, like so it's easy for me to say and sit on this side of the fence, but I just think like words are words. Like you kind of give the weight to the word itself. Like for
Mm.
me, I'll be the most self-deprecating. You could say whatever the fuck you want to mean. I'm kind of bulletproof that way because words mean nothing because I say those words about myself or think them about myself. You know what I mean? So like to me, when someone holds so much weight to a word, I just think it's just a word.
Yeah,
Like you're making it what you want it to make.
it's only as powerful as you are offended by it, ain't it? Like,
And like I get it. Like say the M word, like it obviously holds a lot of weight because there's a lot of history there, and I get it. But like I can't really understand it because I don't have to deal with it, or I haven't got that history in my family, or whatever. But like, like when we're speaking about faggot as the food, there would be some people that would be so offended us just talking about the food and saying that we're not using a different word for it. It's like, well, it's just what it's called, though.
yeah, yeah. It's like we're slowly just combing away at all the things that we can't fucking say anymore that are offensive. Like the bar's so low now of what offensive is. It's like, man, that you can't fucking call that's offensive. It's like, yeah, but fucking 20 years ago, we didn't give a shit what was offensive to you. Just because you're saying you are, it doesn't make it right.
Yeah, that's what Ricky Gervais says, and I agree. Like, just because you're offended, it don't mean you're right. You know what I mean? And like, the thing about it is when it comes to like stand up, like I see like Jimmy Carr get a lot of stuff because he obviously is quite controversial and the stuff he says, and like he might say like a rape joke, and people who've dealt with it or been personally affected by it are like, "How dare you?" But then he'll say like a black joke before that, or a fat joke before that, or a diabetes joke before that, and they're laughing.
Yeah,
It's like, but as soon as it touches on something that they're like that personally affects them, and it's like it's either all got to be okay or like none of it is at that point. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you can't just pick and choose what you're offended by. Like it winds me up. That shit does.
yeah. That's exactly it. You shouldn't be laughing at any other jokes, should you? Because
Yeah.
if you're laughing and you're not offended for the other groups of people, because you acknowledge that it's just a joke, it's got to be a joke when it lands on you. Like,
Everything you say is going to annoy or rub someone the wrong way, even if it's the most wholesome stuff. Like you can get the most wholesome dude, like I was saying about John Cena. I've never seen him do anything even scandalous, saying even like the wrong thing. But there's probably people out there that can't fucking stand him or hate him, and it's like you're never gonna please anyone. Like we're doing this, like we're doing a podcast. There's people that are gonna hear this and be like, ugh, like fuck them too and their opinions. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about and shit. But like, I'm not going in trying to get everyone to, you either like us or you don't. I don't give a fuck. Like, putting yourself out there is obviously a weird thing. You're more comfortable with it than I am because you have like YouTube channels over the years and whatnot. But this is like my first sort of experience of putting myself out there, my views, and just talking normally, like not really centering myself in any regard. But I'm also not trying to get people to like me in that way. So I'm just being myself, and people will like it or people won't. But even if I was trying to be, dancing around the right words and making sure I wasn't pissing anyone off, it still would. So why would I try?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't fucking please everyone, and
And I don't want to. Who
the
wants to please everyone? That's fucking. That's exhausting.
the name of the faggot's just the brand just popped into my head. It's Brains, ain't it?
I don't,
I mean,
I don't know. To be
I've
fair.
appointed 1% of resources on figuring out what that name was for the last fucking 20 minutes.
We're gonna just Google it as
It's
well.
paid off. I'm sure it's
Oh,
Brain.
it's Mr. Brains
Yeah,
according to
I
Google.
thought it was. Yeah,
Mr. Brains faggots.
yeah, man. Should we end it there? Should we call it there? Yeah,
Yeah, we've been going for over an hour. To be fair, yeah, call it there.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Peace
but
and
it's
love.
been a good one. Yeah, we just jumped on quickly again, David. To be
Yeah,
fair,
man.
but
Just riffing.
yeah, again, keep up the feedback. People have been listening. To be fair, I've been getting good feedback, especially last episode. People seem to like that. People that I didn't even expect to listen to this have said they listened to it and stuff. So, let us know what you think. If we can improve anywhere, if you want us to talk about certain shit, whatever, just let us know.
Yeah, that'd be cool because sometimes you end up speaking on stuff that you've never had an opinion about, but you can kind of just gather your thoughts on it there. That can be fun sometimes.
Yeah, let's end it on you choking there, man.
Peace and love.
Yeah, man. So yeah.